Today is the 27th of October 2022. It's 4:22 p.m. This is the first time ever on Raccoon Creek State Park, Lake in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, for me. Keep 150 feet back from the dam. Usual. I guess the only part you have to worry about is to my right. It's a gorgeous day. It's about 53 degrees. Sadly, about 2 weeks ago I was here and the leaves were growing a blazing bright color, but now it's really dull and dim as we're past the peak of the colors. Away from tower 100 feet to let them like 20 feet away before I can see it. hopefully this video inspires you to come out and take a look here at Raccoon Creek State Park and the beautiful lake. Or hopefully it does a good job of putting me off to sleep. I'm moving about 3.5 miles an hour. Just following the shoreline. To my right, there's some happy little bob-nosed pine trees around clustered together. This lake is actually part of Traverse Creek. That's kind of interesting. I would have thought it was part of Raccoon Creek. You did cross over Traverse Creek on the way here on Route 30. Hopefully you can see the nice rocks on the edge here. Trying to get out of that direct sunlight. It can be a little blinding, but I think the video will just show you a big white ball and probably not be so blinding. Come in a little shaded area here. Boats, you obviously shut their operations down. I don't know if it's for the season or maybe they're just open on weekends. I noticed the not so local kayak club that I'm a member of seems to stop doing things about the last weekend in summer, which is silly. Fall is the best time, and so is spring. I mean, they're doing stuff in the winter before spring even starts, but for whatever reason, like the last week of fall, they stop. I'm like, no, it's not Fairbanks, Alaska. We can keep going until the lakes are frozen. And they're, of course, focused on more river stuff, so I can understand a little more risk, but still reasonably thinking that October is totally fair game for river stuff. Comes in. Some nice little trees right here. See a picture picture of that big old sycamore tree up yonder. Oh wow. Just imagine a nice crescent moon above that all at night. It's been a long time since I did a night kayaking adventure. Well, intended to be night. I did finish in the night early in the week on Sunday. There's a big stick in there. For dinner, but I think I probably lied, because when it comes to food or kayaking takes precedence. I'm like literally starving to death. Yeah, there's only so much time you can do this. I want to do as much as I can. Can't do it when my car's in the shop. Can't do it if, you know, things have just switched up with my living arrangements and someone says I can't have my kayak around. That happened a while back. That's not an issue anymore. But a good month or so of great fall, like September and early October, was lost because my car was in the shop from hitting the deer. It's like I want to be out in nature, and nature itself is preventing me from being in nature sometimes. I really just ran the camera and the video mode kind of the whole time with disregard to really pushing stop and start. But yeah, I think I've come to the conclusion that that's too much of a distraction from the real experience, and who am I to try to guess what's better and not better later on in some theoretical future time and place, when and if I ever have the time to sit down in front of a computer. I can decide those things after the fact, but right now I think that would be a waste of time, because I'd rather be out here doing stuff. Got some nice canoes over there. Let's see if I can show this scene here. First little inlet, covered 0.77 miles. Nice cold breeze going across the water. Nice ripples. I'm hearing another hour or so. I imagine some fish will start jumping. They usually like to jump in the hour around dusk. Oh, those are hydrobikes. Oh my gosh, I've literally never seen a hydrobike. Things were around in 2007 when I worked at the North Park Boathouse. I just thought they kind of went away. Oh, there isn't a person in the kayak out here. I thought I was the only one. I was going to say, my luck, come here 3 times and only see one person. That is my experience on Conemaugh River Lake. The only known access point is Altman's Run near Blairsville, and 3 times in a total of 12 hours on the water, and I think I've seen one person, or maybe it was 2 people in a tandem racing kayak. I think I saw them twice on that particular day. It's just an absolutely gorgeous area, particularly in the spring and fall, as are most of the areas I like to kayak. And I could not figure out why no one was there. There weren't even people fishing around the shore the last time I was there. I had the whole place to myself. And it started to get dark and cold, spooky. I was kind of wondering too. So ADHD as I am, I really would like to do a podcast, but I'm like not the sort of person to just sit there and read something. So it's like, I'm wondering if I did a podcast, the way I might want to do it would actually be to have I write everything about all my adventures, but like if I could somehow talk about my previous adventures while I'm on an adventure. I did do a YouTube video like that once at Raccoon Creek State Park where I talked about my adventures up the Pine Creek Gorge in north central Pennsylvania. I've got some views, but it just seems that the level of engagement that one has to have to make a cent is just absolutely stupid. I mean, unless you're literally able to be on TV in your own right and have your own show because you're just that good, you can't really make a darn cent doing anything. You can try, anyone can try. That's what YouTube gives us, the ability to try. But I'm truly disappointed at the way that people are shut up. Yeah, I mean, in an ideal perfect world though, yeah, it would be pretty neat to make a podcast maybe as a video, not so much as a podcast, it's just audio. But do it while I'm doing something else, while I'm doing my next adventure. I don't think they would have a bin to put that in. They wouldn't know what to make of it because it'd be like, oh, am I lying about where I'm at? Is it about this or is it about that? No, it's about two different places at the same time. But I figure if I'm recording this video while I paddle around the lake here, rather than just give you complete silence, I might as well just give you a little bit of the banter that goes around in my mind. There's a constant din of thoughts. And if it ever stops, then it usually means I'm in trouble. I'm not doing too good. Sometimes it's a lot of negative thoughts, and I don't like that. But when I get out on my kayak, if there are any negative thoughts, I can usually shed them pretty quick, because some things will, it takes a while. You need some time out in nature and outdoors to acclimate yourself and get adjusted to the rhythms and everything. And I mean, the way my life is, I never have that amount of time, but certain things that you do are more amenable to that, and kayaking is one of those things that will get me into the rhythm faster than a lot of other things, as is cross-country skiing, particularly out on frozen lakes in the depths of winter. Some other more common things like running and hiking are great, and a bicycle, but it's because there tends to be more people around, or it's just the nature of the thing. Oftentimes it'll take a lot longer, and sometimes I just don't quite get to that place where I'm sort of at peace when the thoughts are just flowing. And on these adventures, it could be the most mundane, common adventure that I do, just around the local park for a lake loop or something very basic, and I just have a story every time. It's almost like it's written for me by the experience itself, and my fingers are just the instrument to convey the experience into words, so that hopefully somebody gets something out of it. And I haven't heard from too many people. The people that do read the things I write seem to think it's very good. Nobody's really told me it's garbage, but there's this part of me that's always just like, if it's good, show me the money. And it's not because I'm a pompous, bastard, so to speak. It's because I'm not living my best life. I'm not, not making it financially. A lot of things are being given to me, and I don't feel good about myself. I want to make it on my own. So hopefully one of these days, in some way and somehow, I'll be a little more self-sufficient in everything. And, you know, if someone's a screwball, I can tell them to get lost. Because right now I just gotta, you know, kind of kiss the rear end and thank you, please, can I have some more, sort of thing. Which feels very wrong. A good experience in nature could be, you know, a few hours long, but it's like somehow encompassed in that experience is, I mean, days could go by. The whole arc of life could go by if it's really authentic, if I'm really connecting with the outdoors, as I often do. And it's kind of weird, the work schedule I've had lately. I've had like 2 days off a week, but they're not together, and they're at different times of the week. So when I think about the things that I did a week ago, it seems like 2 weeks ago. And it just really screws with your head like that, because I'm like, well, I did something in the middle of the week. Oh yeah, I was off in the middle of the week, and they're just finally straightening it out now. So presumably my hope is that that will allow me to be a lot more connected to things, because I'll have more time and I won't have to spend all this time driving and rushing and hurrying and worrying about what I'm going to do and how much time I have to do, and oh crap, I already have to get back ready for work again. You know, it's like, I know if I want to camp overnight somewhere, like, it's not like I have to go request off or this or that or anything fancy. It's just the same thing that most other people have. You just do it, and it makes everything that much better. And you can wake up in the place that you're going to be, and not have to, you know, get in the car and drive to that place, and then or you know, driving back on the same day. I mean, the experience is so much better. You can just be fully focused on the experience and whatever it is that you're doing, and not all the logistics. It's like, my idea is like, on the day I have 2 days off, I like tackle any sort of logistical hurdles on the evening after I'm done working, which is, you know, I got a lot of time because I'm done at 12:30, because I start at 4 in the morning in the middle of the night. And that way, bright and early, probably not a whole heck of a lot later than I would for work, I can just, you know, get on with whatever it is I'm planning on doing. Or earlier than most people are up and out, and maybe even see the sunrise. It's like, if you can only be outside, you know, 2 hours during the day, and you're stuck inside all the rest of the time, you can't beat sunrise and sunset. You can just, I mean, nothing sort of calibrates your internal clock to the rhythms of nature like being out right at those times. The light's amazing, everything is just glowing in a certain way that you can't get any other time. I mean, obviously, if I had my way, I'd be outside darn near all the time, but sadly, I, present at least, have to work a job that's inside, and yeah, I mean, I like it when I can finish work and I'm just kind of bursting at the seams, but sometimes you get to the point where you're in there so long that it's almost as if it's like, you know, if you take away someone's oxygen, so to speak, they're going to be huffing and puffing, but at a certain point they're just going to be kind of limp, and I'll get outside at the end of the workday and I'm just kind of tired and I'm beat and I'm limp, and I actually need to, like, force myself to do the things that are so natural to me, and then the minute I start doing them, it's like, okay, there it is, it comes back. But yeah, it's like I don't ever want to lose that spirit of wildness and excitement and intrigue with everything that there is outside. I see a great blue heron over there. They make a really strange call. It's a very scary sort of squawk. Like if you wanted to create a Halloween spook house and turn off all the lights and you played the sound of a great blue heron, that would be pretty freaking scary. But I can't see as much of anything else because I'm right in line with the sun here. do find the time to produce and put my videos out again. I haven't been able to do much of that. I'm trying to stay afloat, basically. I'm trying and hoping for things to get better, but things don't happen without action, and I sure as heck don't have time to be editing videos. But if I could, and if there was actually money coming in from all of that, then I would certainly pay someone to edit my videos. Because, yeah, that's not something I need to do. I'm just wanting to capture the experience and the adventures and see where that goes. And maybe it'll be a little bit more, if things were to work out, a little more direction or fine-tuning on how I want to take that. But it's just, my circumstances in life are such that I'm not gonna, I didn't say I'm never gonna get married, but I probably miss the boat when it comes to having a kid or kids and being a daddy. So how can I give back to the world? I'm 42 years old. I want to give back to the world. I'm still trying to make it, but I'm also thinking about, in all likelihood, probably I'm past the midpoint of my life. Maybe if I can inspire other people to experience nature the way that I like to experience it, the way that I would teach my kids if I had kids, maybe if I can pass that on to, generation Z and Alpha and Beta and whoever comes after that, it would mean something. Some greater purpose that I serve. Each year, we all have thoughts. We all just, I would think, unless I'm a space alien, we all got something playing in our head. And I'm just sort of letting it go here. And, maybe some people will connect with that, and maybe some won't. I haven't used this GoPro camera in probably over a year. Fortunately enough, because you have fairly slow internet, and since I never make a cent from anything, it's just very frustrating. It's frustrating that they think that it should be okay that you need to pay, it's like 10%, it's more than like 15% of one's income for the internet, and it's slow internet. And it's like, all I want the internet to do is to be fast so that I don't have to be on it very long. Basically, I don't want the internet to be fast because I'm so tech savvy person that wants to sit in front of the computer all day and play video games now. I just need it to be fast enough so that I don't have to be there all the time and be outside. Someone told me I didn't have to check email ever again. Lost my computer in a electronics recycling dump. I'd like to say in the lake, but that would be very, very irresponsible, and that's not what I stand for. Hopefully people will get the computer life balance thing figured out at some point. I hate to see things keep spiraling out the way they are in, my lifetime. It would be nice if certain people would start to come back to the traditional way of doing things and engage in the real world and doing things that are very physical and kinesthetic. I feel like I'm in this weird generation. It's like I'm old enough now that I have wisdom, but is it wisdom that anyone wants to hear? You know, and then not being someone that's probably going to be passing it on to the next generation. It's like, am I the last of my kind? Am I, okay, dinosaur? Goodbye to you, you know, when that final day comes where they bury me. Whoa. Nice rocky cliff over there. 1.36 miles in. Dang, I'm almost at the end of the lake. The good thing is this lake's a little bigger than Tomlinson Run. Although, yeah, the distance will probably still fall short of what I'd easily get at North Parkway because it's nearest to where I live. Of course, all the colors here are all muted and washed out, so if you're camping, it looks kind of a lot of dull colors in the video. Past the explosion of fall color now. November's that sort of month I like to call waiting for winter. And I love winter, but that period right before winter, when the colors are gone. What? Right here. Dog, he's like yelling and hollering like he's yelling at someone to get off his property. He's like looking for the dog. Like, thank God he has a dog. I really don't need no intruder screwball to F with my peace right now, since it's pretty hard to come by. And I was playing the stylistics and crying on the way here, because I'm just like, well, it's somebody's life. It's like dripping with feeling, and it's totally real. It's like I can't imagine the real that people felt when they played those songs, but yeah, they were pretty freaking good, that's for sure. Group run with my friends tonight at North Park, but pretty sure that's never going to happen. Like, I can do those group runs anytime. Well, I really do like the Thursday night ones. All these little passages I could go through there. Really shallow here, like 8 inches deep. Maybe I'm passing them actually in the creek. I didn't realize I was down the creek. I love it when I can head all over the creek. Beautiful. See how far this goes. Or something probably. And sometimes you can go a mile or two or more up these little creeks. Other times you don't get far. Hey, beavers. can never get that close to them. The darn thing is tame. Oh my gosh. I would get within 100 feet of a great old heron, they usually scream and go away.